someone to assist with our routine professionally and allow us to devote our time to communicating with our closest people. If only we could get results without wasting our time for nothing. Unfortunately, it's impossible in real life. But wait, Liteforex social trading. Spend your time doing what really matters to you.
Hello, good morning guys. It's 19th of September, 8:30 a.m. Quick risk warning. Trading on financial markets carries risk. Contract for difference are complex financial products that are traded on margin. Trading CFDs carries a high level of risk, since leverage can work both to your advantage and disadvantage. As a result, CFDs may not be suitable for all investors because you may lose all your invested capital. You should not risk more than you are prepared to lose. Before deciding to trade, you need to ensure that you understand the risks involved and take into account your investment objectives and level of experience. Yeah. Okay, USA. Yeah, what can we say about yesterday? Yesterday, boring day, guys. The rate decision. Also, they did what expected. They cut the rates, but the dollar didn't do what expected. And yeah, we can see that whole move to on the weakening the dollar was made day before, right, in the US sessions. And yeah, yesterday they just agreed that it was a very positive it took the market read as a very, very positive information. And yeah, the dollar towards the euro significantly, and other currency pairs significantly strengthened. And yeah, let me give you some information about yesterday's trades. Give me a second. Yeah, didn't work out as I would like to. We can say pound USD, yeah, did consolidate at all. As I said, I was hoping for the good data from the UK economy, but yeah, eventually it turned out to be a little slightly worse, and the market just reacted not in, we can say, the way I wished it would. It break even, we can say. I was long at the end of the European session, almost in some good profit. Moved the stop upwards to the break even, and yeah, according with the chart you can see stop triggered. The other currency pair which we were talking about, the trade, pound, and again this euro pound act as fat. They it's just slightly adjustment to the current market situation, and yeah, it's not a sign of some further actions for the rate cuts, some big moves towards the end of the year. No, but yeah, we thought in the beginning of the week that I see a stronger pound against the euro, and yeah, it did. One time stop, and eventually, yeah, it almost to the pip went for the support on the 88.20, we can say, level. And yeah, those 80 pips just perished along with the with the dollars with it. So USD CAD was the next one. Completely, we can say, a disaster. I was stopped out also at the very fortunate, yeah, I was about 27 pips, we can see here. Move the stop and eventually, yeah, on the break even. So yesterday was yeah, not good day, but not terrible. Break even is also is also good when you're not losing, right? So I think overall we can say it wasn't that bad. It wasn't terrible. A sip of coffee. Okay, so we go further to this morning, because on the agenda we have also a lot, we can say. We have right now the Bank of Japan press conference. Couple hours before we had the rate decision. They stay untouched, not changed. We also had during the Asian session the GDP from New Zealand dollar, the employment change from the Aussie, and yeah, full employment change and unemployment rate. But in less than an hour we have the franc rate decision, Swiss National Bank monetary policy statement. Later during the day we also have the retail sales from the UK, the rate decision from the UK, monetary policy statement, manufacturing from the Fed, from the Philly, and the existing home sales later in the US session. Okay, going back for the Fed statement yesterday, they didn't, mention either. They yeah, also they said it was just adjustment for the current situation to keep this record growth, record high on the US economy, to keep it steady and to slow down the slowdown of the economy even more, along with the lowest rates, and they just leave this unclear. Will they do that in the December once again, or not? They just said that they will act according to the situation, according to the conditions. And of course some indicators like wages, inflation, and stuff as always, and the current macro situation on the international market. So that doesn't they just I think they they lost themselves in it. They're saying one thing, they say that they will act one way, but honestly they did in the opposite direction. But not so, just slightly adjust, so it would not be like a big move, so they will not have to explain themselves that they are that they are unclear, giving unclear messages to the market. According to this, we see that the US dollar, maybe not in the moment against CAD, but against pound, no, actually only against pound, and right now we see that's a little bit weakening. So yeah, I think I will change my approach for the one currency pair, which I will talk about in a couple of minutes. We can go further for the Bank of Japan. And they also announced that the rates will keep the unchanged, and they were talking about also about the previous statement that they will do whatever it takes, won't hesitate to back their economy to keep the inflation going to the target of 2%, and but we also talked about that they can do nothing, right? Right now they are out of the tools. Even they said that they will make some stimulus today, but yeah, what kind of stimulus? What's more they can do? They will be what they are saying is what is national Swiss bankers said, that they which I will mention in a couple of minutes, that they are because they are trapped in the negative interest rates, and it will be it's a little bit different situation in the Japan, but on one way it puts pressure on the wages, but on the other hand it could harm the export, right? So for Japan, either of these situation is bad, and they are trying to find another solution. So the solution that national Swiss bankers said, that they will have to not do anything but just give a clear signals to the market that they would like to have to do something, and and to help the economy, and according to Swiss to weaken the currency. And so I think it did its job, because we see that toward against the US dollar, the yen was heavily appreciated, also towards the Aussie dollar, ahead of the it was a big not coincidence, but we can say two factors combined give us this appreciation of the yen towards the Aussie dollar, which is the unemployment and the employment change, because it was way better than the prognosis, but it was worse than the previous reading. So according to this, I think that it caused, and of course the positive sentiments, the sentiments towards the Japan rate decision and this monetary policy statement caused this this drawdown. And I will talk about it later, but I think that Aussie JPY can be a good short setup for today. Okay, next the situation with the Swiss franc. As I said, towards the Bank of Japan, the Swiss thinks that without the negative rates, franc could appreciate too much, and because of the investors, which would attract the better price of the Swiss franc could attract, because it's well known as a safe haven in a time like uncertainty like we see right now. It would be a very good investment opportunity, investment asset, but it could clearly put the pressure on on the export and the tourism towards the Swiss Alps, we can say, right? which is the mecca of the winter sports also. So yeah, it could heavily heavily weighted on the on those two sectors. So they are like trapped right now. As I mentioned, it's a little bit a similar situation with the yen. They are, you know, on one hand they have you know, the franc is weak. They are the franc is weak. Geez, they want to franc to be weak because of, you know, the export and the tourism. But on the other hand, yeah, the wages and the labor part of the economy. So and also they mentioned that yeah, they want to, as I said, according to the Bank of Japan, they want to weaken the Swiss franc, and especially against they are saying that especially franc is overestimated against the euro, which according around 10%, which I think will be also you know, like the target currency pair for us. We talked about yesterday and the day before yesterday about this long trade almost towards the zone, which is, yeah, between 10.25 and 10.61, which is based on it's better. Yeah, this support geez, this supply zone, sorry guys, yeah, another sip of coffee I need to take. Jeez, every morning is every morning to be focused on that level. Yeah, Peter, you have my admirance. Yeah, which is based on this supply zone, and I think, yeah, at least today, if not today, because we see a little bit of consolidation, but I think that the rates will stay untouched, as they said. They don't want to experiment, at least not right now. But the monetary policy statement will be very, very towards depreciation of the Swiss franc. And okay, which we discussed a little bit of the fundamentals. No, okay. The next thing, yeah, the rate decision from the UK. That will give us another opportunity. So okay, yeah. What we can say about the interest rate decision in the UK? I think that there was a clear statement from the Carney that, yeah, right now it's clear that the central banks are not in power to make some big changes to the economy. And also right here, where in the situation of the UK, we have this more Brexit like the deals and which are important to the current situation of the UK. We see that the latest readings were, a little bit mixed, but overall good. Ones were very, very good, and but latest just inflation in yesterday or day before yesterday was a little bit, was a little bit weaker, but also it was not far the 2% target. So overall the pound should be strong enough and also be supported by the rate decision today. So let's go for the charts, because I'm talking too much. I want to be very quick, not to bore you. Sorry. Okay, let's go for the charts. First one, Euro Swiss franc, which I was talking to you a minute ago. Need to have something like this. Good. We need to defend this support level, look for the swing, and I think at least for today levels towards 1060, 1058 are available. Watch out, because we might make a small move backward and then rally up. It's we see stops. I think also according to this this small demand zone, we will make also stop and then go upwards, which will give us something around 60 pips, which is a good bargain, good deal. That is the first one. Pound Swiss franc. And also I want why the euro franc I was talking about a second ago. They are very the euro also against, I think will be weak against the dollar. Overall against the yen is weak, and but we see some reversal right now. And I think that the statement and the rate decision from the Swiss National Bank will cause this this small rally, we can say. Okay, let's go next from the pound Swiss franc. I don't know if you see what I see, but it looks like reversed a little bit. Head and shoulders. That's what I like. When the technicals are also going along with the fundamentals. Yeah, we'll see this zone. Right. Yeah. Which was very briefly, overall, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 times acted as a demand zone lately, as a supply, but right now, according to the situation we have today, I would look for buying opportunity because of the weakening of the Swiss franc. I will look forward for small reversal and then rally towards the levels at least the first target will be around 24.93, which will give us, yeah, something around 70-80 pips. That should be good. But guys, if we will go up this 24.94 level, and then the sentiment will be yeah, towards the strong pound and the weakening of the Swiss franc, I think we can go even further towards 26.70, 76, 75, something like that. So that's the first one. And the last one, AUD JPY. We need to hold below this resistance level, 73.42. And look for another selling opportunity towards 72.70, which will give us, yeah, something around 50 pips. Right now we can, yeah, will it be, I trade, as I mentioned before, I trade on 30 minutes and 1 hour candle charts. On the swing setup, as I mentioned, right now if we close, yeah, 73.22 at least, this candle, wait for pullback towards the half, maybe I will close up more. Yeah, if we close below the low of this candle, of this green one, then wait for half of this candle, and this will be your entry point, which will be somewhere in the moment, we don't know how it ends, but in the moment somewhere around 73.24. The target, yeah, as I mentioned, 72.70. Okay, so we have pound franc, Aussie yen, euro franc, and yeah, that will be all for today. So guys, don't get trapped. A lot of profits, a lot of pips for today, I wish you. And that's yeah, our last meeting only with me. I will be, you know, just connecting with Peter during his webinars, so everything from tomorrow will go back to normal. Yeah, wish you good profits, and yeah, see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.
It would be great to have someone who could do our work for us, right? Someone to prevent us from making mistakes. Someone to assist with our routine professionally and allow us to devote our time to communicating with our closest people. If only we could get results without wasting our time for nothing. Unfortunately, it's impossible in real life. But wait, Liteforex social trading. Spend your time doing what really matters to you.